We saw beaten up on the track today. He goes for the Coronation Cup.
Yeah, he does. I was itching to run him at Ascot in the listed race 10 days ago, but the ground was too heavy for him, and so that was the perfect stepping stone for the Coronation Cup. And I put him in a couple of races at Goodwood this weekend, but really that's not ideal. So he came here, had a spin round, and that should put him right for Epsom.
And how's he come out of Dubai?
Fine. I think he was a bit fresh in Dubai with hindsight. I think he was probably not as good as I should have had him. And he ran a little bit fresh and then faded up at the end, which was disappointing. But he's a talented horse. One day you'll see him.
And what about Harris Tweed? Where will we see him next?
He's going in a field for a week. He's had a hard race at York on ground that didn't suit him, and now he had to gallop with this chap. And his next venture will be galloping with Beaten Up before the Hardwick. So I don't think you'll see him for a bit. He needs to just help Beaten Up for a while. But he's a fantastic soldier for us. Probably a little bit limited. A Group 3, he may squeak a Group 2, but I doubt a Group 1. But he's a wonderful horse to have, thoroughly genuine, and he deserves a break now.
You still want to send him to the Melbourne Cup?
I'd like to very much, but that's not till November, so I've got plenty of time to freshen him up.
And just one last question, you mentioned her earlier, Dancing Rain. When are we likely to see her again?
Well, she had an injury in the spring, so she's back with us now and she looks great. We're going to do everything we can to get her for the King George, but it's very much 50-50. I suspect she'll set off in the Yorkshire Oaks.
We saw you on Masked Marvel earlier today. Did he give you a good feel?
He did, yeah. He didn't really come down the hill in the Derby last year here, so he got knocked around a little bit. It was a bit of a rough race last year, so but this year he's a year stronger and he's a year wiser. So he felt today like he certainly went down it very well. But it'll be a good race. I mean, if Cirrus des Eagles turns up and St Nicholas Abbey, it'll be a very good race. So it'd be nice if they could go somewhere else.
Were you disappointed with his comeback run?
No, he doesn't go on soft ground. As simple as that. He done him no harm. He came out of the race good, but he just doesn't go on soft ground. He needs top of the ground.
And to your mind, does he seem a better horse this year than he was last season?
Hard to say. Hard to say. We'll find out after Coronation Cup.
Yeah, he's in good order. I brought him here for a spin today. His last time he ran in the Derby here, he got a bit of a nasty bump. Carlton House, there was a lot of scrimmaging coming down the bottom of Tattenham Corner. He travelled very well round there today, and William was very happy with him. Went with a nice lead horse, and they went at a good, nice clip down the hill, racing pace down the hill. We didn't bother about, we just breezed home down the straight. But I was very happy with him. He goes there again like the Fugue. He doesn't want to see the heavens opening. That would not be any good to him. He wouldn't run because he hates that. I let him run. Well, the owner let him run in the Jockey Club Stakes at Newmarket on the soft. He ran great till he had to go to Rankston, and he can't stand that ground. And but he got a bit of the fizz off him, which was lovely. And then we're able to, hopefully come here. I wouldn't want to come here without a race under his belt.
Longer term, are there any targets mapped out for him later in the season?
Look, he's in races like the Hardwick, which is now with no penalty. They've upped it. It's a Group 2, but they've upped it. That's a nice race on the Saturday of Royal Ascot. He's in a race the next day, the Grand Prix de Saint-Cloud. So, there are lovely targets, well spaced for him. And he seems at this stage progressive. And his last race, I think we have to just say, it was a rather expensive piece of work with the entry fee, but that's what it turned out to be. And that, in the truth, was what we wanted to get out of it.
And we also saw Joviality today. What's the plan for that one?
Well, she's a little shorter places to run. She's been slow to come this spring, but I'm happy with her. She wasn't entirely in love with the hill, but I might run her here in the Princess Elizabeth, get a run into her, so then I can go and run her in the Windsor Forest at Royal Ascot. Again, I don't want to run against colts necessarily. Let's have a run here. Very hard to place her at the moment, and then we'll be ready to have a go in the Royal Ascot.